What's going on? This is the second ever Tribe of Real Ones camp assignment number 2, man. And today we're going to talk about sexual abuse. Now, before we get started, y'all know the drill. Please go into the comment section and say something funny, say something motivating, inspiring, encouraging. You never know, you just might help someone out, man. You might change someone's day around, or you might just make them smile. Now, I want to start this off by saying this, man. I'm probably the last person, right, that you should hear this from. I'm not licensed. This is just my opinion, man. I've never dealt with this before. And, I probably shouldn't even speak on this, man. But, God put it in my heart to speak on it, and I don't have the luxury to say no. So I'm gonna just give it my best shot. And if there's anybody that's listening here, man, that you've dealt with this, please go in the comment section and, share your testimony, share what you've been through, share your experiences, man. So I want to start this off by saying this. Listen, I speak as a fool. All right, I come before you as humble as can be, okay? And I'm not gonna patronize you and say that everything happens for a reason, and things will get better and all that stuff. I'm not gonna patronize you because I know you don't want to hear that. But I will say this, man. I feel like, to me personally, there was like a hit on your life, a spiritual hit on your life, man, to rob you of your sexual purity, to rob you of your innocence, right? And like I said, man, I don't know how that feels. And it's probably one of the worst things you'll probably ever have to experience, man. But like I said, man, I just feel like there was somebody trying to rob you of your innocence, trying to take your sexual purity. That kind of just snowballs into other stuff, bitterness, resentment, hatred, even self-hatred, right? And I even knew someone, right, a woman that went through this, right? And she would be completely and totally fine with me telling y'all this. But I think she was a freshman in high school, right? And she was dating a junior. And he had took naked pictures of her, right? And they had broke up for whatever reason. And he told her if she didn't sleep with him again, he would share those pictures around school, right? Now, most people, they wouldn't care, right? And even me, I was like, well, I mean, he just would have shared those pictures, right? But, she was just like, Preston, that's my body. Right? That's personal. And, she ended up sleeping with him. And the way she described it to me, man, it was just a really bad experience. I don't really want to elaborate and go into detail, but it was just something that was traumatizing. And I remember just, talking to her and getting to know her. She would be so intrigued, right, in her past. Like, she would show me pictures of her prom. She would show me, when she plays sports and whatnot. And you could tell how innocent she was. You can tell how so much full of life she was, man. And now, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with her now, right? But you could tell how there was a part of her that was missing, right? And sometimes we can go through situations like that and we get to a point, man, where you don't even want to look at yourself in the mirror, right? You feel like maybe you did something wrong, or maybe you could have handled a certain situation different, or maybe you should have been stronger, or maybe you should have had more confidence, or maybe you should have been more bold, you know. And sometimes, you know, Satan, I know you don't want to hear about, you know, God, Satan, but sometimes we are attacked at our weakest moments, right? We're attacked at our most vulnerable moments, you know. We're attacked in our most naive moments, right? Sometimes we're attacked when we're still trying to get things together and figure it out. And I think that's, you know, Satan's greatest strength, right? Is when we don't know what's going on. But I don't never want you to get to that point where you feel like you should have did something better. You should have did more. Or, you know, even getting to a point where you hate God, right? I listen, I don't know why God allowed these things to happen. Sometimes just thinking about certain situations like these, man, it gets me upset at God sometimes. Right? And like I said, I'm not going to patronize you by telling you everything happens for a reason. Because sometimes messed up things just happen. We don't know why they happen. They just do. And like I said, man, I don't want you to carry around any bitterness, any resentment, any hatred in your heart. Like, I've never been through sexual abuse. That's never happened to me before. But I've had, you know, certain situations in my life happen that, you know, made my heart cold. Right? It got me to a point where, y'all know, I don't really trust nobody. And I tell y'all that all the time, man, and that's no way to live. I mean, even the Bible says, you know, only a fool puts his trust in another man. But it's always good to trust someone, right? It always makes you feel good when you have at least one person to go to. You know what I mean? But like, I think sometimes we get so caught up in life where, you know, we actually forget things like this happen on a daily basis, man. And that guy that, you know, that slept with that woman that said, you know, if she didn't sleep with him, that he was going to show all the pictures to everyone. He joined the army, right? Nothing happened to him, making good money. And he got away with it, man. It sucks, but it happens. But like I said, man, sometimes we live in a world, man, where we just get so caught up in our own stuff that we forget things like this happen every day. That people suffer even with the memory, right? The trauma of past experiences. Things like this happen every day in schools, man. Workplaces. Even homes. And sometimes, you know, these people that are doing it, they get away with it. And it's not right. It's not fair. It makes no sense. It's just sad, man. Sometimes the world can be a wicked place. You know? The things that people are willing to do and the things that people are okay with because they're willing to get away with it. If this has ever happened to you, from the bottom of my heart, let me give you the apology that you probably will never get. I'm sorry that this has happened to you. I'm sorry that you have to carry this around. I'm sorry that you have the memory of it. I'm sorry that it's even a trauma for you. But please don't walk around with hatred in your heart. Please don't walk around with bitterness in your heart. And I honestly, I just pray that one day you get a revelation on why it happened. That you understand why you had to go through it. You know, I believe in God. I believe that everything happens for a reason. And I know if you're watching this right now, you know, and something like this happened to you, I know you don't want to hear the Bible. I know you don't want to hear any words or no verses. So I tried to refrain from that, out of respect for you. But I honestly just pray that you are at peace. You have rest, that you know that you're going to be okay. And I understand, sometimes things are just messed up. Sometimes life is a messed up place. It's full of wickedness and vanity. And people will do anything to get what they want, man. But I don't want you to be like other people. And if you have been through this, don't be afraid to share your testimony. Don't be afraid to tell somebody what you've been through. Right? You may be watching me right now. You might not believe in God, but no, God says what makes a real man, what makes a real woman is somebody that shares their story. So if you have gone through this, when you feel confident enough or you feel strong enough to share your testimony, share your story, please do. If you need anybody to talk to, if you need anybody to make you smile, to make you laugh, you surrounded with some real ones, man. And I want you to know that you are a king, you are a queen, you're special. And don't let anyone make you feel like you're not. With that being said, man, I'm gonna end it right here. I hope this video helps you. I hope this video just lets you feel that, no matter how you feel, you're never the only one going through what you're going through. And I wanted to make this video, even though I feel like I'm not qualified to make this video. I had to make it, man, just because, first of all, I feel like God told me to make it. And I can't say no. And second of all, I know how it feels like when you're going through something and you want to hear somebody talk about it, but you want to hear somebody talk about that's relevant, right? Like you want to hear a a relevant video, not a video from a year ago or 2 years ago, but you want to hear something right now. So I hope you take this video as a sign, you know, everything's gonna be okay. You know, God's watching over you, God's protecting you, and God got a plan for your life. But don't walk around with that hatred, that bitterness, that unforgiveness, not trusting people. Because that's only going to hinder you and bring you down, man. That's no way to live. All right. So I'm gonna end it right there. Like I said, I hope this helps you in some way, form, or fashion. If you feel led to share this video, share it. If not, it's all good, man. I just hope it helps at least one person. Until next time, as always, keep the faith. Peace.